The sun dipped low over the quiet suburban street of Maplewood, casting long shadows across the neatly trimmed lawns. It was a typical late afternoon in the summer of 1978, and the neighborhood buzzed with the familiar sounds of children playing hopscotch and the distant hum of a lawnmower. In the heart of this serene setting stood an old, charming building that had once been the centerpiece of the community, the 1950s ice cream parlor, Grandpa Joe's Scoops. Grandpa Joe, a sprightly man in his late 70s with a head of silvery hair and a perpetual twinkle in his eye, had recently made the decision to reopen the beloved ice cream shop after decades of closure. The parlor had been a haven for families, teenagers, and young couples, a place where memories were made over cones of creamy vanilla and rich chocolate. However, changing times and the rise of fast food chains had led to its decline. And Grandpa Joe had watched silently as the neighborhood evolved around his cherished establishment. One crisp morning, Grandpa Joe rolled up his sleeves and began the meticulous task of restoring the parlor to its former glory. He painted the walls in pastel hues, repaired the vintage jukebox that would soon fill the air with classic tunes, and refurbished the checkered countertops where countless sundaes had been crafted. His determination was fueled by a deep-seated belief that the community needed a place to gather, to reminisce, and to create new memories amidst the hustle and bustle of the late 70s. As news of the reopening spread, old friends and neighbors began to take notice. Mary, a widow who had lost her husband a few years earlier, found solace in the familiar scent of waffle cones. Tom and Linda, high school sweethearts now parents of 2 energetic children, saw the parlor as a nostalgic retreat from their busy lives. Even the local teenagers, initially indifferent to the revival of the old spot, couldn't resist the lure of its authenticity in an era dominated by modern conveniences. Grandpa Joe's return to Maplewood was not just about ice cream, it was about rekindling a sense of community. Each evening, as the sun set and the parlor buzzed with chatter and laughter, stories from the past intertwined with the dreams of the present. Children listened wide-eyed to Grandpa Joe's tales of sock hops and drive-in movies, while adults shared their own journeys, finding comfort in the shared experiences that transcended generations. However, reopening the parlor was not without its challenges. Grandpa Joe grappled with the rising costs of ingredients, the complexities of modern business regulations, and the skepticism of younger residents who questioned the relevance of a 1950s establishment in a rapidly changing world. Yet, his unwavering passion and the palpable joy the parlor brought to the neighborhood kept him steadfast in his mission. One particularly warm evening, as fireflies began to twinkle in the twilight, Grandpa Joe stood behind the counter, scooping ice cream with practiced ease. He watched as families nestled into the cozy booths, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of hanging lanterns. In that moment, he realized that despite the obstacles, the heart of Maplewood was alive and thriving, much like the enduring legacy of his beloved ice cream parlor. As the weeks turned into months, Grandpa Joe's Scoops became more than just an ice cream parlor. It evolved into the beating heart of Maplewood. The steady stream of customers revealed deeper layers of the community's fabric. Mary, once reserved and withdrawn, began organizing weekly gatherings for widows and widowers, finding strength in shared stories and ice cream. Tom and Linda discovered that their children's laughter echoed the carefree days of their own youth, bridging generational gaps that had long seemed insurmountable. One autumn evening, as golden leaves danced in the gentle breeze, a crisis emerged that threatened to undo all of Grandpa Joe's hard work. A large corporate chain announced plans to open a modern dessert cafe just 2 blocks away, promising flashy gadgets, endless flavor options, and aggressive marketing. The news sent ripples of anxiety through Maplewood. Residents feared that the unique charm of Grandpa Joe's would be overshadowed by the impersonal allure of the new establishment. Determined to protect his legacy, Grandpa Joe called a community meeting at the parlor. The room was filled with a mix of apprehension and hope as neighbors gathered, some voicing their fears, while others clung to the belief in what they had built together. Grandpa Joe stood before them, his eyes reflecting both resolve and warmth. "We've created something special here," he began, his voice steady. "It's not just about ice cream, it's about us, our memories, and our future. We need to show that Maplewood values what's real and heartfelt. Inspired by his words, the community rallied. They organized events that showcased the parlor's history and its role in their lives. Local artists displayed their work, school children performed plays about Maplewood's past, and everyone shared personal stories that highlighted the parlor's significance. Social media of the time, word of mouth, flyers, and local radio amplified their message, drawing even more support. The pivotal moment came on the night of the grand demonstration. The entire neighborhood gathered at Grandpa Joe's, the parlor glowing with lights and filled with music from the refurbished jukebox. As families enjoyed every scoop, the corporate representatives arrived, expecting to see their competitors falter. Instead, they were met with overwhelming unity and genuine affection from the community. Moved by the outpouring of support and the palpable sense of belonging, the corporate chain reconsidered their plans. They proposed a partnership instead of competition, recognizing that the true value lay in the community's trust and Grandpa Joe's irreplaceable presence. In the aftermath, Maplewood thrived as a testament to what can be achieved when individuals come together to preserve their heritage and support one another. Grandpa Joe's Scoops continued to serve as a sanctuary where past and present coexisted harmoniously, and the lessons learned resonated beyond the parlor's walls. The story of Grandpa Joe's revival underscored the importance of community, resilience, and the enduring power of shared spaces. In a world constantly pushing forward, Maplewood reminded everyone that honoring the past while embracing the present creates a foundation for a vibrant future. As the sun set once more over the quiet street, the soft hum of conversation and laughter at Grandpa Joe's Scoops affirmed that some traditions, like the love within a community,